Welcome back everyone, this is Major League Gaming. So in the last video of A Link to the Past on the Super NES, we rescued Princess Zelda and brought her to the safety of the sanctuary. And we're gonna now head our way over to Kakariko Village. That will be our next stop right now. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of things we could do right now. We're gonna head over to the left and we're gonna make our way up to the Lost Woods actually, because there's something really important that we need to get, as there's this very special item that we're gonna need for the very first dungeon. And while you're at it, be sure to cut some bushes along the way because you'll find plenty of rupees there. The more rupees you have, the better. Yeah, don't try take out the buzz balls with your sword. It doesn't work. You can send them with your boomerang, and then take them out that way. And by defeating them, you'll get rupees out of them, at least for the most part. If you take out the buzz balls without sending them, like if you hit them with a sign or something, they'll give you a magic jar, which you may wanna pick up if you're low on magic, especially. These twin lumberjacks are cutting down a tree. That's going to be very important later on. We can't do anything about it right now, of course, but let's just stop and say hello. Yeah, so upon entering the Lost Woods, it'll be pretty foggy around the area, but the music that plays while this is active is actually really nice. I also forgot to mention in the last video too is that I'll be getting all the heart pieces in this game. This is gonna be more like a major guide to complete A Link to the Past 100%. However, for some classic games, I don't really intend to do 100% for many of them, for reasons I will not even say. When it comes to games like The Legend of Zelda, though, I have to do 100% on these because The Legend of Zelda, let's face it, it's my specialty. Hence my username, Major League Gaming. Anyway, that was our first heart piece. You'll find it here in the Lost Woods. Now we want to make our way up to the top because there's an item we want to get, which is the mushroom. We need this to get something else from the potion shop just like northeast of us. We'll worry about that in a moment though. So now what we need to do is we have to make our way out of the Lost Woods, and we have to make our way down south to Kakariko Village. However, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to collect some rupees along the way, so let's do that. Okay, so we have a good amount of rupees so far. There is a special gambling game shop here, but I'm not gonna waste my rupees on that. Not worth it. Okay, we made it out of the woods and we're going in the right direction. In the Game Boy Advance version, some of these rocks will sparkle. If you hit them with your sword, you'll get a bunch of rupees out of them, which makes rupee collecting even better. Okay, here we are, Kakariko Village. Alright, just be aware of one thing though. The villagers will call for a soldier if they see you, because of the signs here, so just be aware of that. There are 3 heart pieces here we can actually collect right now. One of them is going to be in this building. If you talk to this guy here, he talks about a thief named Blind, and he hates bright light. Now, Blind the Thief will be a very important boss. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a heart piece in this building, but I need to get some bombs first. There are some treasure chests that will have bombs that you can pick up. Whenever you see them, if you need bombs, open up the chest and get the bombs that you need and get them ready to be planted. Okay. This is our second heart piece. Alright, now we can make our way out of this cave. I'm gonna go back to where I was earlier since I have some bombs. Most places will require you to use bombs to get heart pieces. The larger cracks in the wall means that you can actually use your Pegasus boots to blast it open. Smaller cracks will require you to use bombs, though. Yeah, make sure to grab the rupees here too, because you'll need them later on. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, let me talk a little bit about what I had planned for this year. So I started off as a live streamer on Twitch 6 years ago. It all began September 2018 when I decided to become one. To simply put it, I finally found the opportunity to become a streamer myself, so I took the advantage of this. Talk to this guy here, he'll give you an empty bottle for you to use. And thanks to my friend Jalen the Gamer 7, I'll have a link to his YouTube channel in the description. I have a proper software that I can use to make YouTube videos now, so I feel pretty confident that I can actually make videos like this now, and I don't have to worry about anything else, really. Yeah, some of the people here will trust links, so we don't have to worry about them trying to get them caught. Yeah, in the Game Boy Advance version, you can't get arrows until you get the bow from the first dungeon in the game. I'm out of bombs right now, but there's a shop that where I can get some more. Talk to this kid here, and he'll tell you where the Elder is. Yeah, my bombs are maxed out right now. I can only carry up to 10. Make sure you check every house, or at least most of the houses in the village, because you might find something important when you talk to people. Yeah, this bug catching net will be very important for us. You can catch bees and even fairies and put them in your bottle for later use. As a Zelda veteran, though, I don't really need to have fairies in my bottles. If you're playing in hero mode, however, in another Zelda game, that's completely different. This house over here is not that important, so I'm going to leave it alone. This Mario portrait has some rupees in them, so let me go ahead and grab these. There is actually another old woman here who will tell you where to find the old man and on the eastern side of Hyrule. Anyway, now we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna go down south because there's another heart piece waiting for us to get. It's gonna be all the way down here. We'll definitely need some bombs to get to it, though, so let me get those out. These twin brothers got into a fight, apparently, and they sealed the rooms from each other. let's leave these guys alone and we'll move on. We can jump down here to get the heart piece early on. Okay. I'm gonna create a suspend point just to make sure I don't lose my spot later on. If you guys are playing on if you're playing a classic game on a modern console, use suspend points, please, or save states, whatever they're called. It'll help you big time in the long run. All right, so our work here is done. And before we start the first dungeon in the game, I'm gonna go ahead and get the magic powder from the potion shop. There's a heart piece on the other side, but we'll worry about that later. Also, try to make sure that your hearts are full. You don't want to be low in health, believe me, it's not a good thing. Okay. Excellent. Let's keep going east. Then we have to go up north to get to the potion shop now. Careful though, the archers here are nasty. You can't swim in the water until you get the flippers, so don't bother trying to jump in just yet. Yeah, so a lot of people may argue that the Super NES version of Link to the Past is better than the Game Boy Advance version. Which, to be fair, is definitely true. But I'm still going to prefer the Game Boy Advance version no matter what. You have to go out and back in to get the magic powder. We're definitely going to need that for the first dungeon in the game. The Eastern Palace. Oh, wait. Before we get there, though, let's take a blue potion with us. Alright, so now we have the magic powder. We're ready to go back down south. We're gonna head east again to where we just came from. So if you see the map, the X on the map is where we need to go. There's an old man there waiting for us. Okay. Excellent. Let's keep moving up. Yeah, this is where he is. And he'll introduce himself as Sahasrara. Yes, that is his name. So he basically tells you that only those who are titled as the hero can claim the Master Sword. And he wants us to go to the Eastern Palace to get the Pendant of Courage. For some reason, the colors for Power, Wisdom, and Courage were mixed up in this version. Power is supposed to be red, Wisdom is supposed to be blue, and Courage is green. Well, the green pendant they got right, but for some reason they got the red and blue mixed up. Blue is Power, red is Wisdom. I don't know why that is the case, but oh well. Be careful with the Armo statues. Take these guys out and you'll get some arrows from them, or maybe a heart depending on what you need. Most of the time they'll drop arrows though. Okay. Once we have all that, we can go down here. This path will take us to the Eastern Palace. We can just jump off through the cliffs, take a little shortcut, and get up to the palace that way too. Careful though. Okay, here we are, the Ishan Palace. It's a very straightforward dungeon. Let's go ahead and go up north, take out these monsters here. Alright. There's some rupees we can collect before we move up. Let me grab those first, because I'm definitely gonna need the rupees later on. There's no telling what you might need them for, so let's grab them while you still can. Every rupee's gonna count. After that, we're gonna head up north again, and then we're gonna go to the right to get the map of the dungeon. You have to press these switches to get through. Watch out for the staff, so if you try swinging your sword, they'll jump. Spin attacks are your best friend against these guys. The anti-fairies, these things that spin around, they're called anti-fairies. Get your magic powder out and they'll turn into fairies that you can pick up. Otherwise, if they hit you, you lose some of your magic and that's not going to be good. You don't want that to happen. Alright, we got the map now. We're going to head back to where we just came in and head over to the left side now. Okay, so we're on the left side of the dungeon. We definitely want to take out these statuses since they're in our way. Or is it... I think statuses is also plural. This room, you have to take out all the statuses here. Yeah, The Legend of Zelda has always been known for having such strange names for enemies. A lot of them I'm quite familiar with. Some are pretty hard to remember. These tiles will let you talk to Sahasrara, and he'll give you hints on how to get through the dungeon. Definitely an important thing to do if you need help getting through a certain room or whatever the case may be. Alright. Yeah, that chest can't be opened yet. Yeah, don't get too close to the Igors here. The green ones can be taken out with the sword or even jars, but it's more effective with arrows. Yeah, the anti-fairies have to be close enough to sprinkle magic powder on. There's a small key here that you need to look for, and we already got that. Excellent. Let's head back out, and we're gonna go down all the way around to the other side. That's where we have to go next. Okay. Yeah, we're not too far from getting to the boss now. We still need to get the bow and arrow, though. Yeah, strategize a good method to take out the enemies here. That way you can take them out without taking too much damage. Alright. So if you see a door like this with a large keyhole, that means you have to use the big key to open it. If you don't have it, well, you can't get through it. The big key can also open up the large chest over here. And this chest will have the bow and arrow. Let's go ahead and grab it out right now, that way we'll be ready for the next room. We're definitely going to be needing it anyway. Whoops, I was not paying attention here. Whoops. I could have rewinded that, but it's not a big deal. If I really need to use rewind function for anything in this game, I will if I have to, but it won't be necessary for the majority of the time. Anyway, the rooms that contain rupees are rather optional, but if you need more rupees, this room is for you. Other than that, though, we can move on. You'll definitely need to make sure you have the small key to open up that door, though. Yeah, the switch is at the very bottom over here. If you press it, the doors will open. The next switch will be on the upper left-hand corner. You can definitely tell I'm very good at this game because I've played it so many times. This was my childhood game after all, so it deserves to be made into a playthrough by me. Okay. Just one room before the boss. We have to take out these red Igors, though. Okay, let's go ahead and take on the boss then, the Armo statues. Each one takes 3 arrows to kill. See ya. And with that, the Pendant of Courage is ours. After obtaining it, return to Sahasra and show it to him, and you'll get the Pegasus boots from him. Let's go ahead and do that then. Yeah, shooting arrows may be fun, but keep in mind of how many arrows you have left on you. The amount of bombs and arrows can be found on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. So Sahasra tells you more about the story, about the Knights of Hyrule guarding the Pendant of Courage, but they were wiped out in the war against evil. However, a hero must appear among them. Okay, yeah, so there's a helpful item by Lake Hylia. By holding down the A button will let you do a dash attack. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. This is Major League Gaming. Logging out, I'll see you guys for part 3 of A Link to the Past on the Super NES.